typing in what up, what to do, that's for sure. But everybody in my city say, what up, though? What up, though? What up, though? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? So let me go ahead and get to this real quick. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Hey, 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 we got a new member in the Hizzy house. It's Aggie with the ranch. Can everybody hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? What up, though? Aggie, I hope you're being real smooth with it, cool with it, and 100% cool with it. Okay, 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 y'all. Y'all, so hold on. Oh, let's get to it real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, let me shout out to my replay gang. Leave your girl a comment. And my bush watchers. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Lift whatever finger you want and hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Oh yeah, Miss Aggie, I told you look better in green, baby girl. Look at Aggie with the wrench looking better in green. I told you you'll look way better in green if you grab yourself a membership for $2.99. $2.99. That's it. That's all. $2.99. Be your first level. Welcome to the mayhem of Michigan and Michigan mayhem. Over here. Hit that thumbs up button for your girl. So y'all, we got Shank Rock over on TikTok arguing with Janiyah Michaels' father. Let's tune in. Crazy word.
With Antonio. So I'm trying to keep everything down because he's coming to me.
All right, $3.99, my bad.
Terrell. So it's like, this man, what's going on? So we're just like, damn, like what's, like what? Like he was mad because we was on your platform. It was because of Baby Pretty. I even came to your freaking platform. And it's like, it has to be his way or no way. It wasn't.
It's about both. Oh, but we could actually. Dang, Miss Party. Oh, you got up out of there. You're right. Let's go. Let's go with the title. You're right. Let me just not even entertain that. Because you're right. I'm over them. My bad. This shit crazy work out here. All right, y'all. Let's see, we got 13 people in here. Aggie, what my likes looking like? What my thumbs up looking like? Aggie with the wrench. Welcome to the club. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, yes, absolutely. Salute. This is my major pain. You know what I'm saying? Miss Ventures is my major pain in life. You know what I'm saying? But a good way, in a good way. Salute, salute, salute. She be keeping your girl. You know. So let me wait for Aggie because I know I'm a little behind. All right. We're gonna replay, or first. All right. All right. All right. Hit that thumbs up button, y'all, for your girl. Please do. Please do. All right, Aggie. Thank you, Aggie, with the wrench. Aggie with the Rizzy wrench, doing her thing. After, we finally heard from JB, right? Finally. It's crazy. And, I was thinking, after all this time, we were thinking that, perjury is going to be coming. They're coming after perjury for, the grown-ass adults. But it's looking like they're trying to, I don't know, in my opinion, the perjury is on one of the shorties. All this shit is crazy work. I'm like, I get it's the defense. What's going on, my auntie for life? What up, though? Hope you having the smoothest, the coolest, and truest, what day is it? Tuesday, Wednesday? I can't remember, y'all. Bear with me. It's Wednesday. Wednesday that you ever did have. But, yeah. And I get that it's a defense's job. I get that. They got a job to do. Yes, absolutely. But why didn't they also have that same job energy for the adults that we know for facts committed perjury on that stand? This is crazy work. What do you mean? Who heard from Jarvis? What are you talking about, Aggie? I'm lost in the sauce. You're taking me left. Um, crazy work. Out here, bro. No. Again, and to know that we heard just it come out of JB's mouth that she told her mother. How is she still free? Do you think she has immunity? But how? There's something going on. The only reason. Oh, okay. You put the monster's name. Okay, that's why I was very confused. It. Um, but why is Shannon not in jail, y'all? This shit's crazy because we're about to play back, because again, I was being all loud during it, so I'm sure it was hard to hear. And then I was muted for the first 13 minutes and 10 seconds. I was muted. So everybody in the chat, if you ever roll up on your girl, come on now. We gotta say something. I was mute. We missed 13 minutes. And I gotta redo it because I can't edit my video. So we missing 13 minutes of the transcripts. Yeah. Aggie, come on, girl. You was in this live right when we started. You gotta tell me when I go mute, man. Y'all gotta tell me. Y'all gotta help your girl out, not watch me struggle. Shit, that makes me scratch my head. But no, it's no foul, no harm. This is what it is. We gotta do better on that aspect. Like if I'm on this mug for 13 minutes, no, I'm talking to myself. I'm not live, just not knowing it, y'all. So let your girl know she's not talking. That would be greatly appreciated. Cause we missed the first 13 minutes. So we're gonna run back the clip. I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna just let it play. And if I ever go mute in the middle of this, please let me know. I'm looking at the comments. I might pause it periodically. I can pause this now because it's not live. Oh yeah, no, I don't think you were. You would have said something. Aggie might have been doing something though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I get it. But 13 minutes and 10 seconds, y'all, your girl was live. Just mute. And there was people in the chat. I'm chatting. I'm typing back in the chat and shit. And I'm talking and just. But my good old cadet Miss Adventures rolls up in here and says, I don't hear shit. Not in those words, but in those words. So shout out to you, Miss Adventures. I appreciate you. Who knows how much longer I would have been on mute. Probably the whole fucking live. Dang, y'all. You be killing me, killing me. 13 minutes, 10 seconds, I was live. This mute. Here we go, y'all. Let's roll the clip. I'm going on mute, or I'm shutting up. We gonna roll the clip.
Someone who's scared to lose me. I'm pretty and from the moment you were. I'm around his shit like a. I don't need a.
Put some respect on my name. Hey.
In the chat, if you know why we're here right now.
All right, is everybody ready? Is everybody listening? Can everybody hear me? Everybody hear me?
For those who are here and have no idea, okay, have no idea. I am here to.
Yeah, I know. You would have let me know. I know you was busy doing something.
Janiyah Butt's testimony hearing in her preliminary case with Jarvis Butt. We are here because I have Janiyah's testimony, her transcripts of her testimony.
Okay, real quick. I pause it. Can everybody hear it? Is it a good level? Do I need to turn the phone up? Is it too low, too high? Just asking. I just want to make sure you guys are good. I want to make sure I can hear this. Let me show y'all a picture real quick. Let me cam up for a second and then take the camera off to remind us. These are, look, those are the monsters. Yuck. Disgusting. What's going on, Miss Jackson? Hey, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never, yeah. Hope you're having the smoothest, the coolest, and 100% truest Wednesday that you ever did have. Sweet honey on mine. What's going on with you, girl? I ain't seen you in a long time. How you been? It's good to see you. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. Hell yeah, let's get back to it. Let's go. Roll the clip. Hey, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Please do hit that thumbs up button for your girl. It's free 99. It's free. That's it. That's all.
My Discord heard it first. They heard it for the first time when I heard it. When I read it, they read it alongside with me. I want to let you guys know right now. It's certain things that I will not be saying. I will not be saying certain things, and you'll know those certain things because I'll say such and such. Just because I don't want to put certain information out there because y'all know how it circulates the web, and I don't want that to happen, especially coming from me. I don't want anybody clipping me saying something that probably shouldn't be in the media. Even though this is public records, I don't want it coming from me. Okay? Okay. And it's only a few things. It's really only a few things. It's a quick read, honestly. It do puts a lot of things into perspective. If you have access to putting Isaiah Harris pictures in the chat, I encourage you to do that as well. Although this is about Janiyah, a house of horrors. A house of horror. Okay? Afternoon, Janiyah. Good afternoon. I'm going to ask you. So there's like a little microphone next to you. You want to speak really loud into that, okay? Okay. Can you tell me how old you are? 12. 12. All right. And when was your birthday? June 16th. June 16th of what year? 2013. Okay. And Janiyah, what grade are you in school? 7th. And Janiyah, do you know the reason why you're here in court today? No. No? Okay. Did something happen to you, Janiyah? Yes. Okay. Who did something happen with? Him. And you said him and pointed to your right? Do you have the name for that person? My father. Your father? The witness nods head. Miss Ripley. Okay. And Your Honor, would the witness or would the record reflect that the witness identified the defendant in this case? Yes, Miss Ripley. Thank you, Judge. So, Janiyah, I want to talk to you about something that happened with your father. How old were you when something happened? I don't remember. You don't remember? The witness shakes head negatively. Miss Ripley, do you remember what grade you were in? Fourth grade? Okay. And I want to talk to you about where you were when something happened with your father. His work. Okay. Do you know where his work is? No. No? Do you know what city it's in? Witness nods head. What city is it in? Detroit. Okay. And do you know what did your father do for work? Worked on cars. Okay. So do you remember what this place that your father worked at looked like at all? It was like a big red and yellow building. Okay. Can you try to spin the other way? More towards the microphone. Just try to keep your voice up. You're doing really good. Miss Ripley. And Janiyah, if I showed you a photo of your dad.
Miss Jackson, great question, and absolutely, this whole time we thought, no, they are trying to discredit JB, y'all. You're gonna hear it, and y'all hear it in a minute, but yeah, they're trying to get her, they're trying to discredit the baby girl. So y'all gonna hear, but yes, it's not against the fucking adults, y'all. It's against the shorties. Man, crazy fucking work.
Shot, would you recognize that photo? Probably. Okay, Your Honor, may I approach? Yes. I'm showing you what's marked as People's Proposed Exhibit 1. Do you recognize what I've handed you or showing you? Yes. And what do you recognize it as? His job. Okay. In this picture, a fair and accurate description of what you remember his shop to look like? Yes. Ms. Ripley, Your Honor, I move for admission of People's Proposed Exhibit 1. Ms. Quick, no objections. The court, it will be admitted. People's Exhibit number 1, admitted into evidence. Ms. Ripley, so tell me, Janaya, when you were in this shop with your father, where did this did something happen? It was a little room that had like a couch in it. A little room that had a couch? Yes. Okay. Your Honor, may I approach? Yes. Janaya, I'm going to approach with some photos. Can you tell me if you recognize any of them being one of the rooms? The room that something happened in? This one. Okay. I'm going to mark this as a People's Proposed Exhibit 2 and 3. And are those fair People's Proposed Exhibits 2 and 3, are they fair and accurate descriptions of the rooms where something happened and your dad shot? Yes. Your Honor, I move for
Kimmy, hey, it's the first level of this mayhem over here. Big Mama, thanks for coming to member. What's up, y'all? We got two new members. We have four. I got four members today in this B. Okay. Nice to see you, Miss Big Mama. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for becoming the mayhem gaining your first badge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I appreciate y'all. Anna. We gonna work on it. You got any ideas for level 1, level 2, or level 3, Miss? It's your girl, Anna. Help your girl out. Give me some ideas. I can edit it. All right, y'all. And two, I want to give a shout out to Maisha over there on TikTok. She's really good covering cases. This is her link. She's really on TikTok a lot. That's her like number one. She also does have a Facebook platform and a YouTube channel, which I will drop. Just give me a minute, but this is her number one right here. She be doing her thing. Shout out to Maisha. Salute, salute, salute. Flowers to you. Yes. And moderators, if you see anybody in here on any BS bullshit, block them. Don't put them in timeout. Block them. Anna, you're right. I was just trying to be, extra, you know, um, nice like I usually am. But you're right. But yeah, that's what it's part of the code, Anna. When you're a CC, let me just say that you got to if you play their content, okay? It's just part of the code, damn it. Jeez, it's part of the code. I got to. It's part of the CC code, baby girl. All right, y'all. Let's get back on track. So let's play the clip. Hey, wait.
Of People's
Everybody hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Aggie, what's my thumbs up looking like?
No objections. The court, it will be admitted. Ms. Ripley, thank you, Judge. Now, when you were in that room and your dad shot with him, what happened in that room? Like he started touching me inappropriate. Okay. Part of his body was touching your body. It started with his hand at first. Okay. What was his hand doing? Wiping against my upper thigh and started to go upward. So he started with rubbing your upper thigh and then started to what? Go upward and go upward. Okay. And do you remember, was this over your clothes, under your clothes, or something else? Under. Okay. Do you remember what kind of clothes you were wearing? No. Okay. Do you remember if your dad was wearing clothes? or under your clothes or something else. Under. Okay. Do you remember what kind of clothes you were wearing? No. Okay. Do you remember if your dad was wearing clothes? He was wearing a blue work jumpsuit. So what happens? What happens next when his hand starts going upwards? He like takes one leg out of his jumpsuit, takes one of his legs out of he takes one of his legs out the jumpsuit. He takes one of his legs out the jumpsuit. The witness nods head. Miss Ripley, okay, what happened after that? Like his private area, like he starts touching my leg in my private area. Okay, so his private area starts touching your leg and then your private area? Yes. Okay, and do you have a name for his private area? No. No, okay. Do you know what he would use his private area for on a daily basis? Use the bathroom? Use the bathroom? And what would come out if you use the bathroom with your private area? Urine. Urine, okay. I know it's weird. It's a weird question. And you said that his private area starts with touching your leg and then goes to your private area. Do you have a name for your private area? No. No. What do you use your private area for on a daily basis? Use the bathroom. And when you use the bathroom, what comes out? Urine. Okay. Now, how are you? How are you kind of positioned in the room when your dad starts using his private area to touch yours? Like laying down. You're laying down. The witness nods head. Okay. Is it on the floor?
Man, sweet honey, say that shit again. This is crazy because not this is daughter number three, y'all. Blood daughter number three. Biological daughter. Like, mm, mm. Diabolical. Prayers for JB, y'all, for sure, for sure. Prayers for her. Crazy work.
Or on a chair, on a couch, table, or something else? A couch. The couch. Okay. And are you on your back, your stomach, or your side? My back. On your back. And where is your dad at? He's like on top. He's like on top. Okay, does he have his stomach on top, his back on top, something else? Stomach. Okay, and is his body doing anything when this is happening? It's like going up and down. Okay.
Oh my
And when
god.
his private area is touching your private area, is this inside, outside, or something else on your private area? It starts from the inside. Okay, and then what happens? It goes inside. It starts from the outside, and then what happens? It goes inside. It goes inside. Okay, and does he say anything when this is happening? No. Okay. Do you say anything to him? I told him like to stop. Okay. Did he stop? Not at first. And how long does
Let me pause this for a minute, y'all, because I want to just say trigger warning, just to be respectful for everybody. I don't, no. So this is trigger warning. Let me put this banner up real quick. Trigger warning, y'all. Woo wee. This is crazy. What's up, traveling gypsy? What's going on with you, girl? Thanks for pulling up on me. Hope you having a smooth one, a cool one, and the true one. If you don't, what's up, Mercedes? I see you, girl. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, the thumbs up button for your girl. The emojis on the right, hit them hearts. Yes, thank you for pulling up on me. Pocahontas says, um, oh wait, man, yeah, hit that like button. It's free, y'all. It's free 99. Sweet Honey says, your own flesh and blood. There's no way around it. You sick and you need to be put under the jail. Prayers for these babies, man. I agree, Sweet Honey. I agree. I agree. Miss Mercedes with the hearts. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you for the support, y'all. Prayers for JB and HB. Yes, yes, yes. And I gotta say this: you would look better in green if you want to grab you guys a membership. Get your first level. That's the link. Get you some badges. Become a member. Cause again, when we're dropping gems, You know, we got a lot of demonstrations are gonna be monetized. You know, y'all know what it is. If you've been rocking with me, you know why. And I've been waiting for this for a long time. So you know, grab y'all a membership. Traveling, get hey friend. My auntie for life says, "What up, doe?" To Traveling Gypsy, she says, "What up, y'all?" Everybody say hello to your friend in the chat. Say hello to your neighbor. You know? And again, my auntie for life says, hit that like button. We are on the Nazaya hair. Oh no, my bad. This is the Monster Butts. This is Monster Butts. There's a lot of victims. This would be his eldest daughter. That we are hearing from, who got on the stand, who was assaulted by her father. So, yeah. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's pick it up.
This time go for. I want to say 5 minutes, okay? And what makes the time stop? A car. A car? In the chat if you know why we're here right now.
All right, hold on. Let me go to the next one.
So I have the transcript. In the chat if you know why we're here right now. For me to put on to where. So I know bitches be mad as shit when they don't. In the chat if you know why we're here. For me to put on to. In the chat. I know bitches be mad.
Hold on, y'all. Big Mama says, well deserved. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the kind words. And thank you again for becoming a member. She is in the first level of the Michigan Mayhem over here. The mayhem over here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. This is crazy horrible.
For 2024. Yes. February of 2025. February of last year. Argument. Yes, Judge. All right. I'm not even getting it.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I found it. I don't know what I should. Hold on, y'all.
Into the arguments. Detroit. I don't want it coming.
Can let me know if y'all can hear it, okay? Let me know if y'all can hear the video.
From me. Okay?
Can y'all hear it?
And it's only a few things. It's really only a few things. It's a quick read, honestly. It do puts a lot of things into perspective. If you
Can y'all hear it? The video or no? Was it silent? Okay, thank you, Anna.
if my I want to let you guys know right now. It's certain things that I will not be saying. I will not be saying certain things, and you'll know those certain things because I'll say such and such. Total word stop when this happens. This inside, outside, or something else on your private area. It starts from the inside. Okay, and then what happens?
it goes inside. It starts from the outside, and then what happens? It goes inside. It goes inside. Okay. And does he say anything when this is happening? No. Okay. Do you say anything to him? I told him like to stop. Okay. Did he stop? Not at first. And how long does this time go for on for? I want to say 5 minutes. Okay. And what makes the time stop? A car. A car? What do you mean when you say a car? Like it pulled up to his job. Okay. And Janaya, was there anybody else at the shop when this happened? No. Okay, and I believe you stated you believe you were in fourth grade when this happened. Yes. Okay. And do you know if your dad was over 17 years old? Yes. Okay. Does this happen one time, more than one time, something else? More than once. Okay. About how many times does this happen? Four. Okay. And those four times total where they all.
What's going on? They healed her. And so it's much better. Thank y'all again. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Please do. It's free 99. Hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Let me check it out. Let me check out my likes real quick. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. I ain't seen you in a while. Healed her. I hope you're doing all right. Okay, I got 31 in the building and I got 19 likes. Y'all, we gotta hit that thumb up button. I gotta see it go up at least one like. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Hit that thumbs up button for your girl, my bush watchers. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You're sitting here anyway. Take that finger real smooth, like real cool, like, and hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Come on, y'all. Oh, there it is. All right, I seen one go up. I'ma go. I'ma keep it moving.
Were they all at the same place or different places? Different places. Okay. Tell me where each place happened. Two were at his job and two were in Clinton Township. Okay. And just for clarification, what was in Clinton Township? My home. Okay. At the time, it was at the time. Okay. So talking about the times they happened at this job in Detroit, we talked about the one time. Tell me what happened the other time. The same thing that happened the first time. Okay, were you in the same room? Yes. Okay. How did it start? The that time. It was like laying down and kind of like the same thing that happened before. So did it start the same way with his hand rubbing your upper thigh? Yes. Okay, and then it went into what? His private area. And that's the same private area that we've talked about? Yes. Okay. And that private area touched your thigh, your thigh, your upper leg, and then your private area? Yes. Okay. And your private area. What that we're talking about. Is that the same one that we've been talking about? Yes. Okay. Does his private area does it stay? Is it inside or outside? Inside or something else, or a private area at that time, or something else of a private area at that time. It like started from outside and like goes into the inside. Okay. And about how long does that time last? Around the same time as the first time. Okay. And what makes that time stop? I pushed him off of me. Tell me about that. Me pushing him off? Yeah. What made you push him off? I didn't like the feeling of it, and it wasn't. It was uncomfortable. Does he respond when you push him off? No. What happens after you push him off? Like I get dressed and he get dressed, and I walk out the room. Okay. And Janaya, did you tell anybody about these things happening? Yes. Okay. First, I want to ask you, who did you tell? My mother. Your mother? Witness nods head. Okay, and when did you tell her?
So, y'all, we have heard it come out of JB's mouth from the black and white. She told her mother Monkey Do fucking knew. Monkey Do knew. Monkey Do knew, y'all. Monkey fucking Do knew. I know, Erica. That's what we all talking about. Why is she walking out here free? Why is she at basketball games watching Janiyah play basketball? All right, crazy work. We heard it from the horse's mouth. Again, I know, it's not really hearsay. I believe her with every inch of my soul. I don't think she's lying, at all. I don't think JB's lying. Yeah, Shannon needs to be in jail. Yeah, that part. All right, I'm gonna roll the clip.
It was the night of my little sister's birthday. Okay, and in relation to the times in Detroit, was this before or after those times? If that makes sense. No, it doesn't make sense. Okay, did these things happen in Detroit, and did these things happen first? And then you told your mother after your little sister's birthday. Yes. Baby, we already on page 18. I told you it was only 55 pages. I told you it was only 55 pages. Can you guys help me with my live goal? I would greatly appreciate it. Is there anything my mods want to say before I continue?
Did y'all catch who she said she told?
Yep. I did catch that.
That's her mother and father. Right here. This is her mother and father. Father in question, mother in question. Thank you guys for the gifts. I greatly appreciate it. Father, mother. Okay, what is it that made you tell your mom? What happened? My cousin, she had ran up the stairs crying. And then my mom, she was asking that, did he touch any of us? So she asked you a question? Yes. And that's what made you tell her? Yes. And where does that all happen at? Clayton Township. Okay. And besides the 2 times that we talked about in Detroit, and then the 2 times that you said happened in Clinton Township, did anything else happen with your dad anywhere else? No. Miss Ripley, okay. I don't think I have any further questions, Judge. The court cross-examination. Thank you, Judge. Hi, Janiyah. Hi. Listen, yo. Okay, let me do it again. Miss Quick, thank you, Judge. Hi, Janiyah. Hi. I also have some questions for you. Okay. And if I ask you questions that's confusing, just let me know and I'll try to do better. Okay. And then same rules apply for before. Every answer has to be out loud. All right. All right. Thank you. Janiyah, you said you were 12 today. Right. Yes. You know the difference between a truth and a lie? Yes. And everything you're saying today is true? Yes.
All right, y'all, listen very carefully. This is where they're about to the defense again. In my opinion, they did this to BF. They did this to every victim. They went hard to try to discredit, but in my opinion, they knew them adults got up there and committed fucking perjury, and they didn't even come any inkling close to even, in my opinion, as hard as they fucking cross-examination the shorties, y'all. So listen, right here is where it's about to watch. Listen to this shit. Diabolical. Crazy work.
You know what what kids talk is, right? Yes. You going to kids talk, yes. You've gone to kids talk, yes. More than once, yes. And then you go to kids, and when you go to kids talk, somebody asks you questions. Yes. You went the first time a few years ago, right? Yes. maybe back 2022. I think so. Before Naziah went missing. Yes. Okay. And then you went back this time last year. Yes. And then you went again early, maybe February of this year. Yes. And now just recently, like a month ago. Yes. Okay. Now each time you went to Kids Talk, the person that interviewed you told you about a set of rules that you had to go by when you were there, right? Yes. I think there were four of them. Is that right? I think so. Okay. Well, we'll talk about one of them. One of those rules is that the you only talk about things that are truthful when you're there. Do you remember that? Yes. And each time you went, you agreed to only talk about things that were true while you were there in that room. Yes. So I'm going to try to take you back to the first time you went to Kids Talk way back. I think maybe you were in fourth or fifth grade. Does that sound right? Yes. And that was maybe the first time you were told about what the rules were, right? Yes. And you were told that it was a safe space to talk. Yes. And you were told you were not in any trouble. Is that a yes? Yes. Thank you. And that you only talk about things that are truthful. Yes. And is that, as far as you know, the first time that you answered any questions about your dad? Yes. Do you remember the woman asking you if you knew why you were there? Yes. And do you remember telling her that somebody lied and said that your dad touched you? Yes. The woman asked you after that if something like that had ever happened to you. Yes. And you said nothing happened. Yes. And at the end of the interview, the woman asked you if anyone told you what to say. Do you remember that? Yes. And you said no. Yes. The interviewer asked you if anyone told you what not to say, right? Yes. And you said no. Then too? Yes. Now, shortly after your cousin Naziah disappeared, you actually went down to the Detroit police headquarters, maybe February of 24. Does that sound right? Yes. And you
So let's pause for a minute. So yeah, wait. So wait. Uh, JB went down to the station February 24th. What? And talked to a police lady? How many months did they stay with uh Monkey Do and motherfucking Frog Face? It was some months after February. Oh man. Erica says the state like everybody threw the ball, not dropped it. How many Kid Talk interviews did it? Man, that part. Man. And now, listen, they're about listen to the way they cross his baby, y'all. And man, say, and I'm trying to say they did it to in my opinion, they did it to AD, they did it to PB, they did it. I didn't hear JW or MJ's, and now I'm hearing JB's, and it's all the victims. They were on they ass on cross, but not even the state was on ass on any of the adults. No one was on that ass like about BTA. No one was BTA on these motherfucking adults. But the shorties and the shorties at that are victims, y'all. Diabolical. Lottie Motti agrees. Erica, she says 100 check mark. You know? Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Yeah, Bush Watchers, I'm talking to you. Hit that button for your girl.
talked to a woman police officer. Yes. And it was just the two of you in the room. Yes. And she told you when she was talking to you that it was important for you to be truthful with her. Yes. She's a police officer, right? Yes. You know not to lie to the police. Yes. And the policewoman asked.
Hold on a minute. I got to this is my first super sticker. Y'all, shout out to you. Hold on a second. Let me give you a round of applause. My first one, y'all. Look at that. Thank you so much, Joyous One, for my first super sticker. You are a real one. Is that? Oh, I know who you are. I see you. Okay. Okay. Shout out to my girl. She gave me my first super sticker, y'all. And I see you. I know who you is. I see you. I recognize the face one more time. Thank you, my baby. Thank you, my baby. It's all love. It's all love. Dang, my second one. Thank you so much, sweet honey. Oh nine, man, I see you, sweet honey. You are amazing. Thank you for the love again. Round of applause. I am so grateful for y'all. Thank you so much. I see y'all. I see y'all. All right, let's keep prayers for JB, baby man. Prayers for JB. This is diabolical.
You if you had ever seen your dad do anything inappropriate. Yes. And you said no. Yes. You told the policewoman that CPS had actually questioned you about your dad previously, right? Yes. And you said that nobody ever touched you in your private area. Yes. And then you went back to kids talk like we said about a year ago, maybe September the 6th of 2024. Yes. About a year ago. We can agree on that. Yes. Okay. And it started off with the woman reminding you again about the rules. Yes. And that you are only supposed to talk about things that are true. Yes. And you talk a little bit about the things that your dad was accused of doing at that time, right? Yes. Now, by this point, you know that your dad is in jail. Yes. And he had been there for a few months by then, right? Yes. And around that time, since around the time that your cousin Isaiah went missing, right? Yes. And you had not seen your dad in person since before he went to jail. Yes. And the kids talk woman during this visit asked you if you had seen or heard of your dad doing anything inappropriate for yourself, like inappropriate for yourself, like that you had put eyes on it, or hardly anybody tell you that they had something, right? Yes. And you said no. Yes. The kids talk woman kind of pressed you and said she really wanted to know if something was wrong or if something had happened to you. Remember that? Yes. And you said you understood and it was important that you shouldn't keep a secret. Yes. And based on that, the woman told you that she had actually talked to your cousin Brooklyn. Do you remember that? Yes. And she told you that Brooklyn had said some things.
Let me go to my chat real quick. And Miss Jackson, yeah, they would have to because again, yes, I do. She did say that she asked Monster Butts, is JB with you? And he said no, and she said good because she be irritating. And those are text messages. That's black and white to one number to another. But again, I want to ask y'all this: how important are the text messages really? Because again, how can they really prove who was behind the phone? I get that, it's in each, the phones and names, but literally in a high profile case, you know, is text messages hard evidence smoking gun? Is it? Because now we have reasonable doubt. We don't know which messages came from our girl Naziah and which messages came from Shannon. We have an idea, but Erica says right. I thought about that, and then Anna said yes. Okay. Yeah. You know, I feel like you really these days in court in the justice system, you need smoking gun, and yeah, by pinging the phones. But I get what you're saying. They can tell what area the phone was in, but they can't see unless someone has a recording of that person literally behind their back, their fingers twiddling, and the exact words being typed out with their fingers on literally video. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean it's good. It can be heard, but it doesn't necessarily lock in the fact that who's who and who was texting. You know what I'm saying? In the law, in the court, in the eyes of the law. That's just my opinion. You said location, yeah, yeah. I mean, and it can be, it can locate, wherever Monster Bus was at, but we don't always know who he was around. We don't know who Naziah was around. So we can't on 100% say. You know what I'm saying? We really can't. We cannot 100% say who sent what messages to when and where, Well, didn't have them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's some, and you know what? I think that the prosecution, if y'all paid attention in the prelim, when they said, and were those messages deleted? I feel like, in my opinion, that's how they were deciphering, in their opinion, who was Shannon and who was Naziah. Because they asked that question for a reason. Were these messages deleted? And she didn't, and Ripley didn't ask every time. It was only certain messages, right, y'all? So I feel like that was to try to decipher who was who. Right, 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 right. I agree, Anna. I agree with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. I do agree. I agree that I feel like I can tell which messages are from NH and which ones are from, Monkey Do. But again, in the defense, if you're a defense attorney, he they can try to, you know what I'm saying? They can try to say, hey, we don't 100% know, because I definitely feel like I could tell. I could tell the difference. But again, you know, it's about what we can prove in the court of law, like law by the citizen. It's about what they can prove, 100%. And you could tell, yeah, yeah, I agree, Anna. But we are dealing with these funky ass Wayne County motherfuckers. All right, I'm finna roll the clip.
It happened. Yes. Did she tell you what Brooklyn had said? No. Okay. Do you remember what you told her about what Brooklyn said? No. Do you remember saying that Brooklyn makes up lies all the time? Yes. Now, the Kids Talk woman showed you a picture of your dad's auto shop. I think it might be the same picture that the prosecutor showed you. Do you remember that? Yes. And she asked you if anything happened there. Do you remember that? Yes. And you said no. I didn't say no. You said that something happened there. Yes, I told her. Your testimony is that a year ago you told the lady at Kids Talk that you told her. At Kids Talk, yes. Not at Kids Talk. Not at Kids Talk. And not until this year. Okay, so the answer back then was nothing happened in the shop. Yes, okay. And again, you were asked if anyone told you what to say. Yes. And you said no. Yes. Okay. I'm going to move up to the Kids Talk from earlier this year, the one in February. Okay. Last winter. It was the third time you went to Kids Talk.
Lottie Motty. I don't know if we passed it or not, but JB's about to refer saying, that they were alone, and at first that her his business partner was there, but then he left. Yeah, she's about to bring up King, y'all. I don't know about yeah, Drippy Dre. Yeah, I don't know about him. Ain't no black and white on him yet. But JB's about to mention Monster Butt's business partner, y'all. And make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button for your girl. We got 40 people up in here. I need y'all to hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Real smooth, like real cool, like real true, like.
Can you be a travel advisor without quitting your 9 to 5? Actually, yes.
Happened in the shop. Yes, okay. And again, you were asked if anyone told you what to say. Yes. And you said no. Yes. Okay. I'm going to move up to the kids talk from earlier this year, the one in February. Okay. Last winter. It was the third time you went to kids talk. I think so, probably. Okay. And again, remember you remember and again reminded you of the rules. Yes. And that you only tell the truth when you're in the room. Yes. Now, by February of this year, you were still living on Bedford, or were you living with such and such? Bedford. Okay. But you had started seeing a therapist at school by then, right? Yes. Okay. Do you remember when you started seeing a therapist? It was like the beginning of when I first started such and such. Okay. So maybe the fall of that year? Yes. So probably about exactly a year ago? Yes. Okay. The interviewer asked you at this appointment, what had changed since the last time you had been there? Is that right? Yes. And you told her that you were getting really annoyed about getting on YouTube and always seeing videos about your dad. Yes. And about your cousin. Yes. And you're getting really frustrated with people always take asking you about your dad. Yes. People were trying to take your picture. Yes. And I think you told her that you were actually mad at your dad at this point. Yes. You were saying that your siblings was really sad about your dad being gone. Yes. And that bothered you. Yes. And you kind of took it on yourself and were the big sister to try to make them feel.
Y'all, this is super fucking sad. So like it's like, she obviously, oh man. She's not lying. She just, man, I feel like they, she was scared, and y'all left her with the monsters for months. And all that, like the old girl said in the chat, I can't remember how many motherfucking kid visits do you gotta do? The fuck you talking about? And can you imagine how uncomfortable this baby girl feels? Y'all, everything she had to endure, and it's her fucking father. Not her adopted, her fucking biological daddy, bro. Man, I am sick with the defense. I get it's your job, but lay the fuck up, man. Lottie Lottie, you're funny. You're funny. They are definitely aliens. They need to be shit the fuck out. And again, so today, or no, yeah, today or yesterday, there's a big case in Detroit. There's a doctor and a lawyer, and they were all about some nasty, nasty, doody dotty doody, a bunch of nasty shit, y'all. And straight to the feds, straight to the feds. The dude was standing. I know where the Fed building is now. You know what I'm saying? I know right where it is now because I was wondering where the Fed building was for, and he was newsman was standing right outside, straight to the motherfucking feds. I'm talking about child orn, like bad, like bad. Text messages, disgusting. They were talking to detectives, and it's straight to the fucking feds, straight to the feds. We need the feds, y'all. After this, I'm about to play y'all something because Kim Worthless might be out of here real soon. I'm gonna play something for y'all at the end of this, but I'm gonna roll the clip. Wait, hold on. Marty says, Drippy was good. Was good. Okay. She tells, yeah. Yeah, I know. I heard that, but I, you know, I don't believe anything Dre. I don't believe anything any of them have to say. I don't believe none of them motherfuckers. How many for real at 3 interviews do she know the rules? Like duh, she lost that man, that part. Again, how many trips to the kid visit does she gotta go to before y'all get the fucking hint? And then there was fucking man, all the reports. What the fuck? Lottie says, yes, I see. I cannot read that word. You already know me. Yes, I see that. Oh, castrate them all. Yes, absolutely. Um, throw them all away. Throw the whole motherfucking family away in the trash. Throw the whole fucking family away. I don't give a fuck. I said it. I don't give a fuck. Ugh. Everybody knows everything, even the fucking fortune tellers. They know everything but where this little girl the fuck is at. Miss me with the bullshit. Let's wake it up, JB. Shout out to you. Prayers for you, baby girl.
Feel better? Yes. But you were mad at that. You were mad that he put himself and that had put you guys in this position. Yes. Okay. And at this point you were hearing people say that your dad actually made Naziah pregnant, right? Yes. And that made you feel really uncomfortable? Yes. Disgusted? Yes. The interview asked you, what was life like before all of this happened? Do you remember? Do you remember that? Yes. And you told her that everything was good. Yes. She asked you after that if anyone had seen or touched your private place, right? Yes. And you said no. Of this year or last year? Last year. Yes. Okay. Now, at some point, you moved in with such and such. Yes. Do you recall when that happened? When I moved with such and such? May 6th of this year? Yes. She was your right? Yes. And at some point she talked to you about your dad. She had asked me some questions about it because the whoever she was like talking to, like the detective something, had asked her to ask us some questions. Okay. She was asking you about your dad, yes, and you think it's based on somebody directing her to do that, yes. Okay. Did she ask you directly if your dad was inappropriate with you? She had before she had asked that, but yes, before she had asked what? I'm sorry, I missed something. Yeah, before she had asked us, was he like inappropriate? Okay. Did she come right out and ask you if he had sex with you? Yes. Okay. And what was your answer? I had told her yes. You told her yes. So besides your mom, she's the only other person you said yes to. Yes. Okay. And how long after you lived there did you say that? This was about, I want to say, and maybe the middle of September or the end of August, right around the time their school started. Yes. Okay. And that's of this year. Yes. Neil, you told blank.
I'm gonna say this, y'all. It is not Annette. It is not Annette. They're not talking about so and so is not Annette. It's not. It is not. I said it. I said earlier. I thought, but again, I spoke. I misspoke. So and so is not Annette. I do not know who so and so is. You know, it's being there's a reason why, but I do know it's someone that we don't know. I can say that. That's all I can say on that. Who so and so is? It's not Annette, and it's not any. It's not Roxy. It's not. It's not her mom. We already heard her mom. It's somebody that we do not know. We have not heard of yet. I can tell y'all that. That's it, and that's all. Yeah, I don't know, Big Mama. I can't say. I just know it's someone that yeah, we are saying so and so for a reason. You know, keeping it respectful. We don't want to jeopardize this case.
That your dad had sex with you in Clayton Township, right? Yes. And I think you also told her that it happened with in a white truck or car. No, I never said that to her. No. Okay. Didn't you tell Blank that it happened at his shop? Did you? I did. You did? Okay. And then that brings you to another kids talk, right? Yes. And that's the one that happened just a few weeks ago in September. Yes. Okay. And again, the interviewer went over the rules. Yes. It was the same interviewer. Yes. And so you guys kind of joked about like, by now you know the rules, what the rules are, right? Yes. Okay. And you promised you would only talk about things that were true. Yes. And you were 12 when she had that interview, right? Yes. And she asked you if something had changed about things that you had said, which would have brought you there at that day. Yes. And you told her, I believe that you had something to, I believe you said something to Miss Webb. Yes. Is Miss Webb your therapist? No. Who is Miss Webb? That's one.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. My dog, did you just slip up? Who's Miss Webb? The therapist? Oh shit. I don't know, y'all. We might. I don't know. But I can. Want me to rewind it a little bit? I'll just rewind it a tad bit. We'll re listen to that real quick. I think we might have just got our answer by listening.
You were 12 when she had that interview, right? Yes. And she asked you if something had changed about things that you had said, which would have brought you there at that day. Yes. And you told her, I believe that you had something to, I believe you said something to Miss Webb. Yes. Is Miss Webb your therapist? No. Who is Miss Webb? That's one of the caseworkers. Okay, at CPS? Yes. Okay, and then you had told Miss Webb you had been touched inappropriately. Yes. By your dad? Yes. And do you remember when you said that to Miss Webb?
Y'all, really quickly, Miss Aunt, my auntie for life says, what if Shannon had her to say everything to discredit her? Yeah, that part. Hey, crazy work because it's looking like she just got courageous enough to tell the truth. So remember, we just heard that JB went down to the Popo station on February 24th and was questioned by the police lady. That was right after Jarvis went to jail for unrelated charges. Um, they were left with them monsters for a long time. And we don't know what if Shannon is doing everything to get them shorties back. We don't know what if Shannon's in the work. What if Shannon what if Shannon's doing everything she's supposed to? And it's a system. Like we don't know. We don't know. We know the fuck she's not in jail. She's not the fuck in the county. And she ain't facing charges. We know that for facts. That's the only thing we motherfucking know. What if, oh, I swear. Big Mama says she was too scared to say because yes, to that House of Horrors. I agree. And now they're trying to discredit her. Man. They're all trying to save him. Amen. They are. Weird ass motherfucking weird ass shit. We got Hills Have Eyes going on around motherfucking Detroit too. We got it going on in Cadillac and in Detroit. The fuck? Sweet Honey says facts, y'all. I'm just saying. Right, Big Mama, that's exactly what it is. Exactly. So of course, right? She was young. She was weak. I mean, she's a victim, y'all. And then the House of Horrors in the beginning, hell yeah, y'all didn't do your fucking job. And who knows? Like I said, we know for facts that Monster Butt's parental rights were terminated, but Shannon's were not. we do know fucking fat ass monkey dude is not in jail or even close to facing charges. We don't know what the fuck Shannon doing. She could be breaking her back to get them fucking shorties back. And we know, in the case, a 5-year-old little Chase, he was blind. They took that shorty away from the mother, and they took all the kids, and they gave the shorties back, and she put the baby in the freezer. They're going to the man. This shit is fucking crazy. They waited too long. They absolutely did. They waited too long. She said Anna said she'll never get them back until they're 18. I really hope so. 3 years ago, those kids should have been removed. Man, amen, Big Mama. Big Mama, I agree. I agree. I agree. They should have been removed. This dude, again, y'all, he did 8 years and came right home and got to work. If I, off the top of my head, if I'm thinking right, AD would have been his very first victim when she met her dad for his biological daughter, AD, when she was 8 and 10, when he just came home from prison. She said it in her testimony. I'm trying to think of the year. Hold on, off the top of my head without, what year was that? 2008 and 2010 and 2012. My bad. 2010 and 2012. That's when the monster started, and that's right after he got out of fucking prison for doing what he did to his 4-year-old biological daughter and giving her an STD. And that is not speculation. That is facts. He did 8 years. He's on the registry for it. Came home and got right to work, y'all. Right to work. So we're talking about 2010. AD was 8. 2012, she was 10. Damn, that was it's gonna be 2026. It's been he's been doing this shit for fucking over 10 years. Wow. Wowzers. That's crazy.
I don't remember the exact date. Was it before you told blank such and such, before you told such and such? No, after. Okay. And the interviewer asked you what changed to make you say something that happened. Yes. Okay. Kind of changed the story, right? Yes. And you said you had talked to blank. Yes. And based on that conversation, you answered questions that affirmed that your dad had touched you inappropriately. Yes. Okay. Did you talk to anyone about this other than Miss Webb, blank? And I guess, have you talked to anyone else about it before today? No. Okay. Now we talked a little bit about where there were 4 times that you said that something happened, right? Yes. Was the first time it happened, was it in Clayton Township? No. But that is what you told the interviewer at Kids Talk, right? No, I said the first time it happened at his job. Okay, so it's not true that it happened in Clayton Township when you were in the 4th or 5th grade. No, it happened at his job. Okay, did you tell the interviewer but something happened during Jalea's birthday party? Yes. Okay, and what month is Jalea's birthday? February. And
A healed her. She said, "Let's go. Thank you. I got it. This is very special to me. This is my first round, get my members and my stickers. So I have to give you a round of applause because I am very, very grateful. Thank you so much for the love, y'all. It's all love over here. Thank you. So support is everything. Without y'all, I have no platform."
how old was Jalea turning? I don't remember. Okay, but you were saying the first time something happened was actually at your dad's job. Yes. Okay, and you told the interviewer that if it was at the red and yellow building that you saw the picture of today, right? Yes. Now you said it happened twice at your dad's shop. Yes. Did both of these times happen before anything happened in Clayton Township? Yes. Okay. You said they happened the same they happened the same at the job. Yes. Okay. Now today you said that you were on the couch when it happened. Yes. Okay. Do you remember telling the interviewer at Kids Talk just a few weeks ago that your dad put you on the table? No, I don't remember that. No. Would listening to a clip of that help you refresh your memory? Yes, Miss Quick. Just a second. The program.
Again, I'm gonna say this. Where the fuck was that energy for all them funky ass, phony ass, dumbass adults that even stood up and. I don't see motherfucking Jarvis Butts nowhere. We got King's doofy ass that's literally gonna say he don't see that motherfucker nowhere. You got motherfucking Granny Monster. Don't see him needs her fucking glasses. This bitch says, oh, he's right there with blue, green, blue, whatever, with the attitude. What the fuck? Where was your guys' motherfucking act right at? But they gonna do the shorties like that. But you said this. But you said, man, fucking diabolical.
That it is not quick. Discussion between the prosecution and defense, and it happens. Your Honor, I would think instead of going through all of this, the prosecution is willing to speculate that, in fact, she did say during the Kids Talk on September 5th of 2025 that her dad put her on the table. Ms. Ripley, that's correct, Judge. And my next question was going to be that her legs were hanging down from the table, which also would assume you would speculate to that. Yes, from the same interview. So yeah, okay. So you don't remember saying it? No, okay. Would you dispute that that's how it happened? Yes. And today you were saying that it was on the couch. Yes, it happened on the couch. Okay, you told the interviewer that it was just you and him. Yes. Okay. That I believe is your dad's business partner. Okay. That I believe is your dad's business partner. I don't know what I believe is your dad's business partner. Was there but left? Yes. And so
Out the goat's mouth, out of the horse's mouth, she just mentioned her dad's business partner, aka King. He said he never seen him. Janias JB just said he was there, but then he left. They're all fucking liars. We're hearing from the shorty. I believe everything she's saying. I don't give a fuck. You can't tell me that baby's lying. The defense is out of, man. I get your job, but damn, you could at least had some of that fucking energy from them motherfuckers. That's crazy. So we heard it from JB. Monkey Do knew. We is confirmed. Check that off the list. It black and white confirmed. Monkey Do is new. It is not speculation no more. She knew. Check it off the list. King lied on that motherfucking stand when he said he never seen them babies around. You just heard it from JB. Let's go, JB. Let's wake it up. Prayers for the baby, JB. I mean, prayers for you. My heart goes out to you and all the victims.
So there was nobody else there. Yes. Okay. And the other time in Detroit that you testified about also on the couch. No. No, it was that first time it was on the couch. Second time it was on the table. Okay. So the first time it was on the couch. Yes. The second time it was on the table. And I think you told the interviewer that after you talked about the four times, those were the only times that it happened. Yes. And that again on that day, the second time it.
And let me say this: it's not like she just mixed up the first and the second time. Like, get the fuck out of here! Like, y'all going down this baby's neck, like about what the fuck? This shit is disgusting, bro. And these are court appointed attorneys. Jarvis's monster butt. He did not pay for shit. They're down there. They're I seen them on other cases. What is it, neighborhood or good neighborhood services, whatever the fuck. Yeah, I always had a hunch King played a part in his eyes and disappearance. Hey, well, I always had a hunch the motherfucker was aware. He knew what the fuck was going on, and JB just said it. JB just said it, and I don't know who so and so is, but so and so. I can't wait to find out.
At the shop, there was nobody else there. Yes, okay. You told the interviewer, I think that day that you hadn't seen it happen to anybody else. Yes. So you were never present when anything else happened. No. Okay, Miss Quick, just 1 second. I don't have any other questions. Thank you. Any redirect. It is 8. So, redirect, Miss Ripley. Yes, Judge, just briefly. So, Janaya, we've established you've been to Kids Talk, I believe a total of 4 times. Does that sound correct? Yes. Okay. And the first time that you have disclosed what happened with your dad, was that the last time just a couple weeks ago in 2025? Yes. Okay. Now, is there a reason why you didn't disclose anything in your prior Kids Talk? I was like scared at first and nervous. Scared at first and nervous. What made you scared and nervous? It was just like, I feel like I can't tell anybody. Were you still, I guess, living with your father in Clayton Township? Was he living there? No. Was he still like involved in your life and your siblings' lives? Yes. Okay, so he was still around? Yes. Okay, and what about your mom? She lived with you in Clayton Township? Yes. Okay. And what about it? What about eventually you guys moved from Clayton Township? Is that to Bedford? Yes. Okay. Your mom lived with you in Bedford? Yes. Okay, your siblings all live with you in Bedford? Yes. Okay. And what about Mr. Butts? Was he around then? He came over, like he visited, not weekly, not daily, but when maybe sometimes. Okay. So he was still very much in your life. Yes. Okay. Now you in fact told your mom about this after a time in Clayton Township. Yes. Okay. And did anything happen when you told her? Are y'all ready? Hey, Coach T, are y'all ready? And now you in fact told your mom about this after a time in Clayton Township. Yes. Okay. And did anything happen when you told her? No, she didn't believe me. She didn't believe you? Yes. Okay, and was that the last time you talked to anyone about what happened before the last Kids Talk? Yes. Or before, I guess, you told such and such? Yes. Okay. Now, even back in February of this year, you said you were still living in Bedford. Yes. Okay. And was that with your mom? Yes. And eventually you went and moved with such and such. Yes. And you didn't live with your mom anymore? Yes. Okay. And at one point in, I believe it was like, I think the February Kids Talk of this year, defense asked you about it, about what you said. What you were mad at, that you were mad at your dad because he put you all in this position. Yes. What do you mean by that? Like us having to be questioned everywhere we go. People talk, asking us, is we his kids? And just people taking pictures. And how did that make you feel? Irritated. Irritated, okay. And back when that kids talk happened, back in early this year, you still were not ready to disclose. Yes. Okay. Now, is you say you were scared and nervous and didn't feel like you could tell anybody, any kid didn't feel like you could tell anyone. So were you, how do you want to phrase this? Were you not disclosing this because it didn't happen? No. Okay. So all the times you were talked to at Kids Talk and CPS, did you feel comfortable with talking to them? Not at first. Not at first. Okay. And then eventually, what made you feel comfortable with talking? What changed? Ever since I've been going there, like I get the same person. Okay. So, and going there, you're talking about Kids Talk or talking about CPS or both. Kids Talk. Kids Talk. Okay. So you finally kind of built a relationship with the person. Yes. Okay. Now you're talking about the times at your dad's shop. You said the first time happened on the couch and the second time happened on the table. Yes. Okay. Were they both in the same room? What we are they both in the same room that we talked about? Yes. May I have a moment, Judge? Yes. Nothing further, Judge. Recross examination. Miss Quick. Just a real quick recross. Just because I want to make sure I get this right. Janaya, you said you told your mom at Jalea's birthday party, right? Yes. Do you remember how many years ago that was? About four. About four? Okay. And when I think, established what you want, um, okay, four. Okay. And then I think, established that you went to Kids Talk in September of 2024. Yes. February of 2025? February of last year? Yes. Or this past February? Yes. Okay. And both of these times, your father had been locked up for quite some time by then. Yes. Okay. Nothing further. Any redirection? Yes. To the last question. That's the only thing it can be. That's the only thing it could be. Yes. Your father was not locked up until February of 2024. Is that correct? I believe so. Okay. Nothing further, Judge. You may step down. Any other witnesses on behalf of the prosecution? Ms. Ripley? No, Judge. I'm going to rest the court. Any witnesses on behalf of the defense? Ms. Quick? No. Witnesses, Judge.
Yeah, so that is the transcript from our girl JB. From first judge call out lies, I'm stand by that, and saying they should have been prosecuted for perjury and contempt. They lied their ass off. Absolutely. For the judge Sabria even said it. In my opinion, the grandma's testimony was very questionable. That right there, boom, slapping arrest her. But yeah, this is some crazy, crazy work. She said that. That's how long she went there for interviews. That's crazy, right? She just went to one. They just said just recently. And again, obviously she was in the house of horrors, y'all. Horrors. So it's like this baby girl finally got comfortable, and then she goes, and then ah man, and then the defense does this, picks her the fuck apart, bro. And I want to ask y'all this: do you think if it does go to trial, you think JB's one of the 80 witnesses or 83 witnesses? And the way they're trying to discredit, it sounds like they're trying to discredit her. For sure, for sure. I'm gonna drop the link. Let's see if anybody want to come up here. Here it is. We're gonna drop the link and see. And then I'm about to play this clip about Kim Worthy. Hopefully we can get her up out of this motherfucker. But I dropped the link. All you do is click on it, and I'll do the rest. And again, I want to say thank you to all the people that for the stickers, the love. I really appreciate you. The thumbs up. Everybody hit that thumbs up button for your girl. This one, I appreciate y'all so much. All right, well, the link's right down there. Um, she tried locking. Man, wait till y'all see what. Yeah, let me roll the clip. But hold on, let me get to Kim worthless ass. Get the fuck up out of here. Let me go to the Book of Faces, the blue app, the bluey blue app. Man, wait till y'all see this shit. Man, that part, Lottie Motti. That part. Let me see. Man, I hate the smell of cigarettes, y'all. I cannot stand the smell of cigarettes. And my window's open. Someone must be smoking outside, and I can smell it. Ugh. She says they try to manipulate attention for, yeah, Nazia's corruption, deception, lies, justice for Nazia Harris, y'all. Justice, absolutely. No justice, no peace. Oh shit! 28 minutes ago, we got action. Damn, Detroit. We've been scratching every day for I lost track of how many days in a row, y'all. All right, am I up on the screen? Let me put Lottie Motti. All right, let me mute it. Here we go. This is about our big old bitch, Kim fucking Worthy. Why is she still in office, y'all?
Mr. Derek Lee Cardello Smith in the criminal case of the people versus the state of Michigan. Worked directly for Kim Worthy, Wayne County prosecutor, and for Mr. Sean John Combs. The office of the Wayne County prosecutor has framed Mr. Derek Lee Cardello Smith for the crimes of the criminal SA conduct beginning in 1997 and in 2008 and then again in 2019 while he was incarcerated. The person who directed these prosecutions were and still are Mr. Sean John Combs and Kim Worthy, the current Wayne County prosecutor. Diddy and the prosecutor ordered the Detroit Police Department's 9th Circuit to arrest and frame Derek Lee Cardello Smith for multiple SAs that he did not commit. And she said that Diddy and the prosecutor directed her to use her powers at the office as assistant Wayne County prosecutor to falsely charge and convict Mr. Derek Lee Cardello Smith with 6 counts of criminal SA conduct. 2 counts of kidnapping, which I did out of fear for my life, and which I did because I was paid to do so. But then it gets even crazier because she said she's done this many other times, totaling 128 black male citizens of Detroit, Flint, and other counties in Michigan that were investors of Bad Boy Records prior to 1997. Honestly, this is the craziest case that I've ever heard, and Derek Lee Cardello Smith also added all of these documents to his lawsuit against Diddy as well. But if you guys want to know that everything this prosecutor also had is his Mr. Derek Lee Cardello Smith in the criminal case of the people versus the state of Michigan. Worked directly for Kim Worthy, Wayne County prosecutor, and for Mr. Sean John Combs.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that shit? How many? 28 males? I broke it down in one of my demonstrations. And all of them got over all $1 million lawsuits. Maybe that's why Detroit can't get a good road. We can't get no nothing. Cause Kim Worthy got to pay all these fucking lawsuits. This is crazy work, y'all. Crazy work. But yeah, y'all, that's a lot, man. We done heard from JB, y'all. Prayers to JB, y'all, for real. Justice for Janiyah, justice for Naziah, justice for all the babies, bro. This is diabolical out here, y'all. diabolical, y'all. This is very diabolical. Crazy. Everybody talking about perjury, perjury, perjury. They trying to go after the shorties for perjury. The just shorties, bro. They're going every fucking which way to just cover their ass. Like, just cover the case, not your ass, bro. This is crazy to me, y'all. So again, I'm gonna end it like I always do. Winnie the Poohski, y'all. Good old Christopher Robin. You're smarter than you think. You're braver than you believe, and you're stronger than you seem. You know, I always feel it in my soul, y'all. I always do. This is crazy work again, y'all. Again, I want to say thank you to each and every one that pulled up on your girl, that engaged with my chat, hit that thumbs up button. And a special thank you to the ladies in the chat, that became members. Y'all look so much better in green. Y'all ladies still look good in the gray. I'm just saying, you would look better in green. A round of applause for the ladies, for the membership, the support and the likes, everybody, the super stickers in the chat. You are appreciated. So until next time, always remember, it is all motherfucking love over here. It is all love. It's all love. And y'all be smooth with it, cool with it, and 100% true with it, y'all. And I'm out till next time, y'all. Again, it's all love. It's all love. Dang, thank you, Traveling Gypsy. Hit me on the back end, girl, on the book. Oh, yeah, hit me up, man. Hit me. Thank you, Traveling Gypsy. Thank you. Hit me up on the back end. I can't find you on the blue book.